Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Between Platinum. I know it has been a minute, but we have a very special guest today with another pre fight conversation. This time, we're going to be here with Edward Danger LaVallie. Edward, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. Nice to meet you.
Good. Edward, he is fighting November 15th at the complex in Lincoln, Nebraska. His opponent will be Sean Wilson, and it's very special because we've never talked to someone before that's been doing like bare knuckle. So we're gonna get into some conversations with that. I know Edward's over here smiling, so like we're really excited to talk about that. Just to start it off, Edward, how are you feeling physically and mentally, man? Like, how are you feeling a couple days before the fight here?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling explosive.
Yeah,
Feeling ready to go, man.
good.
So I know we talked about this fight off camera. Um, just wanted to describe this type of fight and this opponent you're going to fight with, Sean.
Uh, what was the question again?
I said, what type of fight is this for the viewers who haven't really not familiar of bare knuckle? Could you describe that a little bit for
Oh,
us?
it's bare knuckle MMA. It's the first one that's been sanctioned in North Nebraska. So
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So it means you're not wearing MMA gloves, correct?
no, be gloves off. It'll be the same rules as MMA,
Mhm.
but without the gloves.
Okay. All right. I gotta ask you. Okay. So I got two questions here. So is this your first bare knuckle here? Like I know it's the first one sanctioned in Nebraska, but is this your first time fighting bare knuckle?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta know, right? Is there any sort of like different preparation that comes into this? Like what kind of things are you looking at here? Is there anything different, or are you approaching this like a normal MMA fight?
I pretty much approached it the same, just
Mhm.
changes up the intensity, you know.
When you say that you're feeling explosive, is that something that you're kind of like, all right, I gotta knock up the intensity here, right? Are you feeling yourself, all right, bare knuckle, I gotta come out here explosive as hell. I'm gonna be feeling good. Is that something that you yourself and your camp kind of focused on?
Uh, One thing we focused on was be like just like react to the fight the way it goes, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever's thrown at me, you know, I'll be able to adapt to it.
Mhm.
And I know we're both heavy handed, so
Mhm.
I think it'll make up for like a fight of the night type of fight.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we're going into in the next couple days. I know you have the weigh-ins coming up. Um, is there a certain weight level you have to stay under in a bare knuckle fight opposed to a UFC fight?
Um, it's all the same. All the weight classes were the same, so but we did get it moved to 160. So
Oh, yeah. I saw that it was 155. It got moved to 160.
yeah,
Nice, nice.
So leading up to that, your weigh-in, could you describe to the viewers what it would look like as someone going into a weigh-in, that kind of stuff? Could you give us your routine from now until the fight?
from now until the fight, just chilling out, keeping myself sharp with like mitts and just staying ready mentally.
Mhm.
I'm already at weight, so
Yeah. When did like when were you approached to do bare knuckle? Like it's the first one you just mentioned, it was the first one sanctioned in Nebraska here. Like when were you approached? What was that process like? Like how were they like, hey man, like let's get Edward in here. We think we would be a killer up in here. Like how did that even come about?
actually it's kind of interesting because I was sitting in the bar just watching bare knuckle highlights with my buddies like that, and they're like, "Would you try out bare knuckle boxing?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "I'd try my hand at it." I ain't opposed. I said, and then like literally about a week later, out of the blue, Andrew Somers hit me up and he asked me if I would be willing to, and I was like, I just had to jump on the opportunity just to make history in itself, you know, because
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be the first bare knuckle fighter from North Dakota. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that too. That's crazy. That is history. That is history.
So when we talk about bare knuckle, I know we're jumping around, but it's okay.
Yeah.
So you're only wearing just nothing taped, or you just fists? That's it. Do you have any
uh,
protection?
you could get your wrists and your like metacarpals taped, but nothing around the knuckles. I don't think.
Yeah. Is that something that you're doing? Or are you just gonna go just straight hand here?
That's just what I'm gonna do, I guess.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I guess that we could kind of like segue here into like a little bit more like in depth into the fight here. Like we can talk about your opponent for a little bit. Um, it's against Sean Wilson. Okay,
Yeah.
Sean Wilson's he's a very interesting career. I mean, he's got 40 professional wins, and the kind of the thing here is like a little bit of a discrepancy is he's 43. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a little bit different than what you've kind of faced with your professional MMA career. I gotta ask, like, has his does his like his experience and his age, does that play any sort of role in strategizing the fight with you and your camp? Like, has that like are y'all looking at that a little bit different? Like, hey, it's about what I think a 15, 16 year difference here. Like, does that play any role here? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Uh I just trust in my abilities, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just I gotta be on point fight night. And that's the plan. That's the
Mm-hmm.
plan every time, anyway.
For
But
sure.
I just gotta be on point and I gotta fight my fight instead of letting him take control of the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously to our viewers, we can't leak everything. It's a few days before the fight. You're like, we can't leak the game plan, guys. So it's we're keeping it a little bit, keep it a little shallow here.
Tune in.
Yeah, tune into the fight if you want to watch. Tune into the fight on November 15th. Right, it's pay-per-view. You can go and see it at the Complex website. Go and see the game plan for yourself. Go and see it for yourself, guys.
So as we talked more about Sean, a little bit your opponent, I know you can't give your secrets, but how do you vision? Is this going to be like a normal like a 5 round, 3 round? How many rounds is bare knuckle fight?
It's same as regular MMA, three rounds of 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then there's what like 20, 30 seconds between rounds.
I think
How's that?
I think it's 30, but honestly, all my fights have never left the first round. So
Yeah,
I
so
mean
you're feeling
that could
good.
be good, that could be bad, you know. I mean
yeah,
I know it's been a roller coaster ride for you. Do you have what are your thoughts of this first? Are you hoping to go 1-0, or are you just happy to just be there personally?
uh, I drove all this way from North Dakota,
Yeah,
but I'm coming back with something,
yeah, yeah. Well, hey, the thing is like you're coming back. You're absolutely right. You're coming back with history here. Like, but I think that like for our viewers who are listening on radio.co here, you can kind of tell on Edward's face like he's looking for the win here. Like he's a pretty confident guy. Um, I will say I gotta ask, you know, 3 rounds, 5 minutes. I understand where the explosion kind of like focuses like here. Is there anything that might surprise your opponent, like except for like your explosion? Is there anything that might surprise him for like what maybe you've been developing over the past couple of years, or like anything that might surprise him?
I think I'm gonna just surprise them all the way around, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm younger,
Yeah, yeah,
so. And in
yeah.
my mind, I feel like he hasn't faced like a striker like me, you know.
Yeah.
So, what's your I know we're going back and forth, and
Yeah.
so
We'll keep
what's
it cool.
your, I mean, just just try to figure out the right words to ask this question.
Mm.
Is from North Dakota, I know you have had a lot of, I know we interviewed Justin Lickness. Um, I know you guys are friends. Can you
Yeah.
explain a little shout out to Justin a little bit? Um, just
Love Justin.
yeah, what type of fighter from Justin is in in this? Could you explain your fight style a little bit?
My fight style, I come from a background of like wrestling and like kickboxing, taekwondo, you know, stuff like that. And I first met Justin actually like I was like 16, 17. I fought, it was my first fight actually. And Justin was like, I want to say he was the co-main event or something like that in my hometown. That was my first time meeting him.
Nice, nice. I know Justin said great words about you. Great fighter you are. Upcoming guy. He always told me, "Hey, keep your eyes on Edward. Edward's going to be the next level." Just want to let you know he did give you a lot of high praises,
Oh
and
yeah.
you know I know you guys battled some injuries last couple times, but I know everything's coming off this time, so you know I'm excited to hear about it, and we will promote the fight much as we can, and for you listeners, we'll give you the where you can watch the fight streaming as well. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to give Justin a little shout out.
Oh yeah, Justin's my boy.
Yeah. Justin, a good guy. He's a good dude. I actually think that's a perfect segue into like now we can kind of like ask Edward a little bit more about like his life and like we can start out here. You know how did you even get into fighting, right? Like what's like the story behind that? You just mentioned your first fight was like 16, 17. That's pretty young. So like, what is like what's the story behind that, man? Like how would you get introduced so young?
Uh, uh I've been I was introduced to it like really young, you know. There was
Mhm.
a lot of guys at the gym, and then I also grew up wrestling, so uh just being like I always wanted to keep myself in shape pretty much for wrestling. So I kind of took up like taekwondo and stuff like that. And while I was there, I met a lot of fighters coming in and out, you know, and I just I felt it, or I saw it as interesting and stuff, the way that they were preparing and like how they treated the fight game back in the day.
Yeah.
And that's like the era that I come in, or
Yeah.
that's the era that I came from. And I was just I was just yeah, I was like 16, 17 when I was offered the fight.
Yeah.
So I took it. I jumped on it right away. And, uh, fought the fight. And I realized I was like, there's a lot of fun in this, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as we segue through your career so far, your personal, um, what do you see yourself in five, maybe five? I wouldn't say 10 years, but let's say between now and 5 years.
I see myself being a contender, you know. Um, that's the goal anyway. I'm just happy to be in here for the competition and giving my people back home on my reservation, you know, some inspiration to change their ways and do some different stuff, you know.
As we continue segueing through your 5 years plan, what inspired you throughout the um, your fighting career so far? Who's your hero, I should say? Who do you look up to in the fighting world?
In the fighting world, um, you know, there's a lot of great there was a lot of great fighters, you know. Um, but to pick one like specifically would be hard, because they were they all kind of inspired me. There would be like Anderson Silva.
Mhm.
He was a because he was like the skinny dude, he was a skinny
Yeah.
dude on the block, and here he was knocking people out left and right, tapping
Mhm.
them out, and then it'd be like GSP and all them.
Yeah. I kind of have to like piggyback off that a little bit. I gotta know I mean you're 26 right now. You're about
Yeah,
to turn 27. Okay, you're in your prime, right? You're entering the prime, like you're feeling good. Like I guess like a little bit more specific is like what kind of like path do you want to take here? Like would the bare knuckle kind of interest you? Because like that's a growing sport. It's garnering so much more interest now. Like you're clearly like very good at it. Like you're very good at fighting. You're a striker. You fit into like what they're looking for. Is is that a path you would like actually consider like to take more like not like more seriously, but like a path you would want to take your career?
like like regularly.
Yeah, yeah, like kind of like a like instead of maybe kind of like doing like, 50-50 almost, like, maybe doing like an 80-20 split of like MMA and bare knuckle. Like, is that something that you'd be interested in?
I'd be interested in it. Um, I ain't opposed to it.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the ride, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, I I am fucking very interested in this shit though. Like,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, it kind of fits the style. So
Yeah. I mean, it's been 10 years almost since you got your first fight. So it's like now it's time to like take it more on that like the bigger stage and like the bit like the growing parts of it. Like I mean, if you like it, if you like on the 15th, right? If you like what you're like doing out there with bare knuckle, man, like that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. It's just such a crazy. It's like such a crazy concept and everything like that. I know like Mike Perry's really good and everything like that. Like I mean,
the king of violence.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, I know your career is going like every different direction, right now. Um, I know who. Can you explain to us who's been your biggest supporter in your camp going forward right now?
My wife and my kids, my family, all my sisters, all my brothers, all my friends. Actually, I got a group of friends that came for the trip up here. We're actually in Lincoln right now, so
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's awesome, man.
it's like a 12-hour drive, and I didn't feel like driving it on weigh-in day, so
Yeah,
Yeah, that's smart because a lot of things could go wrong. And
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, as an agency, we always try to convince our athletes to show up a couple days early, not the day of, because you could get, I mean, acclimated to the weather, the different area, the arena, that kind of stuff. You could actually get that first tan. Is that very important to you, by the way?
uh, after feeling how I feel today on weigh-in day, usually I don't feel like this, because I get done traveling right on weigh-in day. This is
yeah.
the first time that I've did this, and I feel amazing.
Yeah, we encourage people not to do this on the same day. Um,
Yeah.
traveling because you know what's going on with TSA, the road closures, the weather. I mean, out here in Southern California, we're supposed to have some rain, but Southern California people, we get freaked out by the rain.
Yeah.
But I know Dallas gets cold, and I know how's the weather in Nebraska right now?
It's actually pretty warm, really warm.
You got
I think it's
lucky.
like
What's
70 or
wait? What's
77
warm?
here.
What's warm?
Nebraska, the it's just well, it's about 70 degrees right now.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good point right there.
Yeah, we get 68 and rain. So I mean it's what it is. I mean, there's a lot of people out here like freak out. They always say 365 days a year is sunny, beautiful, sunny Southern California. But I mean, I know Maverick gets a lot of different weather too. So
Well, it's gonna be 82 today. It's gonna be 82, man. We just had a cold front too. It was freezing over here. Like it was like I think it was like 40 degrees over here the other day, like in the morning. It felt amazing. Today's gonna be 82, dude. It's November. It's almost December, man. It's too hot. It is way too
Yeah,
hot.
yeah. Up in North Dakota, I think it'd be about 30 degrees right now.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect weather. That's perfect weather, man. I mean,
when it
y'all
gets
get
below
snow?
20, it gets bad.
Below 20.
No, does it consistently get like below 20 over there? Like in like wintertime?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like
so
negatives.
y'all have like the snow. Y'all got
Oh
like
yeah,
all that stuff. Nah, like that's so foreign to me. That's so foreign. Like we get snow like what, like every 3 years, like we get maybe something.
yeah. It comes every season,
Yeah.
and usually every season it's cold as hell.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, under 20, dude, that's overdoing it. But I gotta like, one of the like my last questions here is just, we talked about your family, talked about your supporters. Like, is there really any updates like outside of fighting you would want to discuss? Like anything that you would want to give like, like a shout out to or anything like that? Like, outside of fighting. Outside of fighting.
Mm, I just have to shout out all my family, my friends, all my sponsors, and
Hmm.
to everybody that's been here with me on my journey. I'm just so thankful for them. I wouldn't be here without all of them.
Hmm.
And I'm just happy that they've stuck with me this long.
Yeah. As we go in the final thought today, we're excited to have you, Edward. We want to say thank you very much for coming on Between Platinum. Um, I'm going to give you the floor to give you whoever you want to shout out to, your sponsors, whoever you want to list them. This is the great time for that. And I'm going to give you the floor to you for the last 30 seconds.
I'd like to shout out my wife, all my family that support me since day one, all my friends, all my sponsors. They're just Rising Mountain Creation. They create all my fight apparel, and um the Shack Entertainment venue. Harriet helped out a lot. There's and then Tots R Us Daycare, Toddler Town Daycare. Um, there's a lot more that I'm probably forgetting, but Harmony Massage is another one. My wife's actually up here, so
That would be great. Hey, does your wife want to be on camera and
yeah, yeah, be on
do a
camera,
little
babe.
shout out and hear her?
She
Give you.
she she's camera shy.
Oh, it's okay. We can't put her on the spot, but you know
Yeah.
what? All of us, we have our special loved ones. We just want to, they're always dear to us, and we're just really proud of them sticking through our careers. Um, I know we all do have those special people who are always behind the scenes, behind the cameras, but willing to give us the 110%
Oh yeah,
support.
she's the superhero around here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All
Well,
right.
Edward, I mean, it's been a pleasure. Um, you know, I want to thank you for coming on. It was a great conversation. For our audience, Edward, once again, is fighting November 15th at the complex in Lincoln, Nebraska against Sean Wilson, bare knuckle, first one sanctioned in Nebraska. It is history. It is important you tune in. You can find the pay-per-view on the complex website. And also, you will be able to find it on our Instagram at Platinum Talent Agency on Instagram. It will also be in the link of the video on YouTube if you are watching it there. Scott, you all
The
good?
last thought, our last thought on,
Turtle
go
Mountain
ahead.
all day.
Yeah,
My
and
tribe.
as we end this conversation with Edward, please stay tuned. Hit the follow on YouTube, radio.co as well. We'll be putting out more content in the next few weeks. Please stay tuned, and we are out.